So we're gonna take you through my upper body workout program in week what. How it works is it's progressively more intense across the month. So week 1 is always gonna be like a bit of a deload week. So like 6 out of 10 intensity. This week is 7 out of 10. Next week will be 8. The week after will be 9, pushing for PBs because I know the next week I'll be able to pull back and deload. I just have my exercise program on an app. I obviously am writing my own exercise program at the moment. And like, honestly guys, it's like, if you want to see results, it's like, follow a program. Because walking into the gym and just doing whatever you feel like or following your partner around, you're not going to see any results because it's so random. There's no structure. You're not writing down what you're doing. You're not progressing. And then you're just walking in there every time being like, what do I do? And like, it's so demotivating when you like don't even have a plan and know what to do because you have to think about that. And then that's just like mental effort. So it can be a big barrier for a lot of people who are not even getting to the gym. So like, just get a program. And I hear all the time people are like, yeah, I love group fitness because I like just being told what to do. And I'm like, so does an exercise program. Literally tells you what to do and you get to progress with it and improve. So get a program. So exercise number 1 is going to be a rear flies with cable. My shoulders, I'm really trying to work on this part of my shoulders, my external rotators and my rear delts, because my posture, I have a little bit of rounding, so I'm really trying to fix that. Important to have a rep range on a cable machine because in order to progress, you can't always just add weight because to jump from one plate to the next is difficult. So then you need to be making sure you're increasing the reps before you can then increase the weight. Last week I did 12.2 reps. I'm gonna see how it feels. I'm gonna try and get to 13 to increase it by 1. See how it goes. With this exercise, it's really important that you're focusing on feeling the muscles. You feel like really weak because it's obviously the lightest you can possibly go, but you know, we don't care about that. I'll leave the ego at the door because it's all about, oh, I'm really close. We just need to make sure that we are feeling the right muscles because it's really easy to get, you know, upper trap really active where I'm really trying to focus the back of my shoulders, rear delts, external rotators to get those going, not necessarily like, you know, upper traps. So let's see if Niels will help me film. Can you help me film? So I got 15. In my head now I'm always thinking about like how many more reps do I think that I could do to gauge the RPE, like the intensity. And that actually felt really good. And I reckon I could do at least 3 more. So then I know that it's about a 7 out of 10 and that's what we're aiming for today. Definitely felt it, right spot. Now what I'll also do is I'll probably re-watch that just to make sure my form looks good. I'll ask Niels, what did he think of the form?
Yeah, looked very good. My only thing would be maybe that you were struggling a little.
Yeah, I could feel that a little bit. But so I definitely will think about that in my next set. It's always about that 1% better. Something I really like to think about during that one is like, it's like really important that you like open up your shoulders. So a lot of people are like, shoulders back and down. But a cue for me personally, it's like, stick your tits out, basically, as a girl. Because that's gonna be the difference between you shrugging up here versus here. So we'll think about that next set. So because I was able to do 15 reps, that means we're progressing, we're going up a way. And you'll see, like there will be a struggle. So like minimum I wanna do 10. A little bumpy. No, there's no way. This is the thing with small muscle groups. We're just staying on the 2.5. We're just going to keep increasing the reps, making sure we're hitting the intensity. That's actually perfect intensity anyway. I probably get a little bit ahead of myself in the first set. So obviously you get more tired as you go. So yeah, that's perfect. So definitely sitting at 7. Definitely could do 3 more, just probably would have been a struggle, which is, you know, what we want because we want to be training close to muscular failure. Like I'm a little bit puffy, but like my shoulders are burning and that's what we're looking for. I'm really getting at my muscle connection. So I'll write that down, 2.5, 15. So then I know for next week what I have to be. I've moved to maintenance calories and feels so much better being in a deficit. I'm happy with how the maintenance transition to maintenance is going, maintaining really well, feeling really good. so much more motivated. I'm like a couple of days out before my period right now. So it's so crazy to think like how good I feel for that, especially with training. Normally I used to feel like, ugh. So yeah, before training I had a coffee with oat milk and an LCM bar. So we love that. Carbs and more carbs, so we're feeling good. Probably a little bit dehydrated, so I need to fix that. That really impacts performance. So we write it in 15 by 2.5. Well, guys, got ahead of myself because the last set I only did 13. So next week, what it will probably look like is probably 15 again, and then instead of 13, get 15. Like that's what progressive overload looks like. Small increments is the best because then you know you're training close to failure. When you're training close to failure, you shouldn't be able to progress like massive jumps, because then you know, like if you jump up by like 10 kilos, you're like, were you really training close to failure in those first weeks? I don't think so. Now we have a tricep cable extension. I don't love this exercise, but we're doing it anyway. Sometimes I have to force myself to do this. Okay. So last week we did 12 by 12. I swapped gyms, so that's a little bit annoying sometimes. Train half in this gym and then half at Anytime Fitness. And the weights are different, so we'll see if that's actually true or not. Yeah, let's go. Okay, this is actually also one of my favorite postural exercises as well, because you need to be holding your shoulders in a really good position to get your triceps into full extension. So many people make the mistake of like rolling their shoulders forward when they're doing this to try and pull the weight down. But you really want to like kill two birds with one stone, in my opinion. So it's really important that you keep your shoulder blades back and down, and then you're just moving through your elbows so that your triceps are getting full extension. You don't want to be coming in like this. See how I'm like dumping forward? Your shoulders, we don't love that. So shoulders back and down. Don't go too heavy too quickly. It's about making sure that you can really feel the extension, like feel the tricep here in the movement, and watch yourself probably go to upper weight because it's hard. Okay, that's not a 7 out of 10. Cool. Because I was doing those holds, obviously holding it makes it harder. Normally I just do reps and I was talking. So next set I will go for 12, try for 13 because I did 12 last week. But yeah, something to think about with your tricep extensions. You know if that's helpful. Okay, next exercise is a weighted dead bug. So, for years I hated my stomach. Like it was, like I hated it. It literally was the reason why I struggled with my body image and food for so freaking long, because it's just my most insecure part of my body. It's the first time in my life where I'm actually like, I've got ab definition, absolutely no core strength whatsoever. And it's because for so long I was just training my core wrong. I was like doing YouTube videos and just like trying to do 100 crunches and just thought like, and doing Pilates, and I just thought that was the key to changing my core. And then educated myself and realized that your core is just another muscle group. Just like if you want to grow your glutes, if you want to grow your shoulders, if you want to be like toned in any part, you need to build muscle in it. And I was like, duh. So when I started applying the same principles, progressive overload, training close to failure, and instead of doing like 1,000,000 reps, actually doing like a hypertrophy range 10 to 12, but doing with weighted exercises, she got a core. Crazy, right? So if you want to, really get definition in your stomach area, it's not about doing more exercises, it's about training it properly and training it smarter, like, the science-based principles. So that's what we're doing. We're doing a dead bug, weighted dead bug. So these are being progressed from being able to just do toe taps to double leg extensions, and then added weight, 5 kilos, now up to 10 kilos. So it's like, making sure you have that progression, right? So also something with this One of the biggest mistakes that people make with training in through their core is they're not actually activating it properly. See, even now it's wild to me to be like, well, I can see my core. It just never used to be that way. A lot of people, when they come up into tabletop, they just like let this go, not actually pulling in pelvic floor and putting rib cage down. So it's really important that if you're in this sort of position, that you're actually activating and not just putting your legs up, because otherwise you're just going to put everything through your hip flexors. Your back's going to hate you for it. So it's really important that you get that activation, and I'm going to show you. So it's my weight. So what it looks like is we're pulling in core. Pelvic floor comes up and lifted, rib cage comes down, lower tummy tucked in. Like right now, I can already feel my core active versus just letting it go. See the difference there? That's pulled in. So with it, what you need to be able to do is hold that position as you come up over and like you straight away, like I'm like, oh, my core, I can feel it straight away. Versus if I just let it go like that, I don't even feel my core in this exercise. So the more you activate, the more you're going to feel it, the harder it's going to be. And obviously the better it's going to be as well. So let's do that. Activate it in. 90 degrees here. Over my head. Okay, next exercise is a chest supported row. I'm doing this to help me with like my rhomboids rather than my lats, so it's going to be a close grip. So I want to focus on strengthening my upper back in particular to get my shoulders not naturally sitting like this. So we're going to do this exercise, one of my favorites for that. Between the shoulder blades, elbows are low. One exercise to go. I'm starting to get really hungry. Can't believe I used to exercise fasted. I just don't understand how I used to function, honestly. Anyway, it's like 8:30, so squirrel's hungry. We have breakfast. One exercise to go. Notice how there is not a million exercises. I think it's like 5, 6. You only need to be doing 6 to see results. Because the more volume that you do, once you get like, you're really pushing to the right intensity. Like once you've done 6, you're like stuffed. Like you don't really want to do any more when you train properly, and be more intentional rather than smashing it out. So last exercise is I haven't done this exercise for so long. It's just like I didn't get it. Cable crunch. So it's really important that you're actually like making a curl with your body to get this right. So tucking in pelvis, and you want to be thinking about a C shape. This is just like for opposites. To actually get hips to ribs, so you actually get my core active. I might tie my hair up because otherwise we might end up in the cable. So Niels and I are going to Noosa today. So anytime we have a day out, I always make us pack breakfast. I don't love going out for breakfast because you can just make eggs so good at home. So.
But we're not having eggs today.
I know.
But also the portion size is just tiny at shops.
Yep, so good. So we've just come here. This place is just like stunning. So brekkie today is...
You can't usually build restaurants on the water anyway, so it's it.
Overnight oats. I always make this when I travel, like always. If I'm going anywhere, I'll always make breakfast, because then if I don't start my day with a high protein breakfast, then I am just ravenous and I'm hungry, and I'm a hungry girl. I'm hangry. I just need to be prepared for this stuff. Otherwise, it's a shit day for everyone, really. So I'm gonna sit here and enjoy this. Then we're gonna get a croissant.
I'll be. Fuck yeah.
Well, Niels is having some digestive issues right now.
Yeah, croissants have an exception.
We are trying to figure out if he's gluten-free or not. So at the moment he's supposed to be cutting out gluten. It's definitely improved since cutting it out, so it'll be interesting to see if it triggers you. It'll be a good test actually, because you've been good for a week. I actually cut it out. Oh, I put honey on my overnight oats this morning, I forgot.
Are you happy about that? Or?
Yeah.
Oh, right.
I was like, this is sweeter than normal.
Okay.
Yeah, I've been craving sweet. I always crave more sweet around my period. I don't want my period to come. Anyway, so yeah.
How are you? Have you been Saturday? Let me react to your program.